A year ago, my nearly 80-year-old mother went to the hospital for a checkup due to feeling unwell, and she was diagnosed with late-stage lung cancer. The doctor informed us, "More than 80% of your elderly mother's lungs are affected by tumors, and her life is in danger at any moment." These words from the doctor shattered the warmth and joy of our once happy family. My usually resolute and serious father cried uncontrollably several times. My younger brother, unwilling to accept this fate, went back the next day with a glimmer of hope and asked the attending doctor, "Can my mom be cured?" The doctor shook his head and said, "Your mother is too old, and it's late-stage lung cancer. Surgery would be futile. Even with hospitalization and chemotherapy, we can only prolong her life for about 6 months." Our entire family fell into a state of anguish and helplessness. I have been practicing Falun Dafa for 20 years. Facing my mother's illness, although modern medicine was powerless, I firmly believed that her last hope lay in practicing Falun Dafa. My siblings agreed with my perspective, but our father disagreed. The persecution he faced over the years due to my practice of Falun Gong made him hesitant to engage with it. He decided to proceed with hospital treatment for my mother to see its effects. During her hospitalization, repeated tests, medications, injections, and the side effects of chemotherapy caused my mother's body to become increasingly frail. She grew thinner, weaker, experienced nausea, vomiting, fatigue, hoarseness, severe chest pain, and difficulty breathing. While my mother was in the hospital, I visited our family home whenever possible to care for my father and shared many miraculous stories of healing through Falun Dafa. My father's heart softened, and he no longer opposed letting my mother try practicing Falun Gong as an experiment. After my mother was discharged, I gave her a copy of Zhuan Falun and recordings of Master Li's teachings. My brother accompanied her, and they listened attentively. Afterward, my mother felt remarkably better and exclaimed excitedly, "I can be cured!" Unknowingly, my mother's health began to improve. She regained her appetite and ability to sleep, gained strength throughout her body, her complexion became rosy again, and her weight quickly returned to normal. Her voice cleared up. And within just 3 months, she underwent a profound transformation. By the new year, my mother was bustling around as usual for our large family, shopping for ingredients, cooking in the kitchen, all tasks she completed herself without feeling tired after hours of continuous activity. Neighbors, colleagues, relatives, and friends who knew about my mother's condition were amazed to see her robust and radiant appearance. No one expected her to recover so quickly and so well. Several months later, the hospital requested my mother return for a follow-up examination. After CT scans and various advanced tests, the conclusion was, everything was normal. The chief doctor who initially predicted my mother had only 6 months to live, upon reviewing the test reports repeatedly, astonishingly exclaimed, "It's a miracle. Truly miraculous." My mother's recovery had the greatest impact on my father. He genuinely believed in the goodness of Falun Dafa, and the fear of persecution no longer haunted him like before.